Hey everybody, Zach Peterson here, assistant principal. Just wanted to walk through some teacher recommendation processes that we have in place this year and just make it clear as mud for you. So I want to share my screen here, show you a couple things that we're doing this year. I put on Schoology this document, this Google Doc called WKHS Teacher Recommendation Instructions. You'll recognize this is the same from last year. It's pretty simple, straightforward. You're going to log into Infinite Campus, select one of your classes, select course requests, and you're going to need to make sure that you're in the instruction side of things here. You'll select course requests, and then under each of your students over here, you should see a drop-down menu. And you should be able to drop down and put in your course requests. When all recommendations are complete, save and repeat, and then you can do that for each section. There's a drop down, as you can see up here, CSCC Math. There would be a drop down for the other courses. If your drop down menu is incorrect, please email me so I can go into Infinite Campus on the back end and I can fix that for us. So really quickly, I want to talk to you about some processes we've seen, and then I'm going to model for you what the recommendation process looks like. So teachers will meet students, I'm starting at number 1 there, teachers will meet students individually and discuss their course recommendation for the following year. We really want to stress that these conversations, especially in the year of the pandemic, are super important. For the vast majority of your students, they're not going to change level and rigor, so they might go from level 1 to level 2, or honors level 1 to honors level 2. But the majority of the students, it's pretty straightforward. They're not going to go from a regular level 1 to an honors level 2. But it does happen. And so we would request that you have those conversations. Teachers will provide feedback and recommendations, rationale for the recommendations. So a couple different scenarios we have here. Just remember that teacher recommendations are locked. So when you put something in, you can't go back and change it, and the student can't change it or override it either. For the majority of the processes, this is a good thing. We don't want students who are not ready for honors or AP classes to register for those classes and be set up for failure. But we do want to make sure that when you set a student up with your recommendation, that you are having that conversation so that if maybe if it's an elective or a music or some course in the core curricular that is an elective, and they discontinue the process, we want to make sure that you're having those conversations and you're putting in the level that's correct. So if Zach Peterson, the high school student, maybe wants to take 3 AP classes, and that 4th AP class in your current area is not beneficial because I don't want to overload, make sure that you're not just putting in an AP class for the sake of having an AP class, okay? Because what that does is that locks in the AP class, so then the students have to go in and they have to talk to their counselor, talk to their parents. It is extra work for the counselor, but the main reason that we want to stress that is because we want to make sure that we're listening to our students and that we're getting to know our students in their course load. So really quick, just a model here. This is the teacher side of Infinite Campus. So I go into instruction again, just like it says at the top. I'm going to go down to course requests. And what should happen is I should get a list of students here, the future course request, and then when you click this drop down, you should see all of the different options that are available and appropriate. And you're going to want to make sure that you choose the one that's best for that child, for that student. If you look and before you start having those conversations, something is missing, something is incomplete, again, please email me and let me know as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Appreciate all that you guys are doing in this pandemic. I know that it's tough. We know that this is an impossible job during this time, but you guys are doing an incredible job, and I want you to hear us say that. But even more so through this teacher recommendation process, those conversations are a really good opportunity for you to check in with your kids and make sure that they're on track, but also make sure that they're doing all right personally. So Thanks again. Go Wolves. Go Bucks.